What if myths were never fantasy? What if they were early attempts to explain something real? Before science, people still saw strange creatures. They just didn't have the language for them, so they told stories instead. Tonight, we'll uncover 8 myths humans created to explain real creatures. And the final one is the most disturbing case of all. The Kraken. The Kraken was a monster of the open sea. Sailors said it was so large, it looked like land. Some ships anchored beside it, only to realize, too late. The earliest stories come from Norway and Iceland. Cold waters, heavy fog, endless nights. Sailors reported calm seas, no storms, then sudden destruction. Ships vanished. Crews were never found. For centuries, scholars dismissed these accounts. They called them exaggerations, sailor fear. But the ocean hides things. In 1857, Danish zoologist Japetus Steenstrup studied massive tentacles found washed ashore. They didn't belong to any known animal. Soon after, the giant squid was officially documented, a real creature, living thousands of feet below the surface. Some grow over 40 feet long. Some weigh more than a car. Whales hunt them, and whales come back scarred. Deep, circular marks, perfectly spaced, suction cups. They are injured, disoriented, dying. Imagine a wooden ship, no engine, no sonar. Night, lantern light, black water. Something massive rises beside you. What would you call it? The Kraken wasn't a myth. It was the first eyewitness account of a deep-sea animal humanity didn't yet understand. The Cyclops. The Cyclops was a giant with one eye. Violent, primitive. Greek myths say they lived alone, in caves, on rocky islands, places avoided by sailors. Those same islands tell another story. Archaeologists later found ancient elephant skulls there, from extinct species like dwarf elephants. The skulls are enormous, heavier than any human skull, and right in the center, a single massive hole. It's a nasal cavity, where the trunk once attached. Now imagine this. No electricity, no anatomy books, only firelight. Shadows moving across stone walls. A massive skull. One hole. No explanation. The mind fills the gap. One eye. One giant. Mermaids. Mermaids appear everywhere. Europe, Africa, Asia. Sailors swore they saw them. Even Christopher Columbus wrote about mermaids in his logs. He said they were not as beautiful as stories claimed. That detail matters. Sailors spent months at sea, isolated, exhausted. Then consider the manatee. It surfaces slowly, has forward-facing eyes, nurses upright. From a distance, in mist, it looks human. But here's where it gets weird. Mermaid sightings spike during storms. High waves, poor visibility. Stress changes perception. The creature was real. The story was altered. Werewolves. Werewolves were humans who became beasts. Under the moon. Europe executed thousands over these beliefs, but science tells a quieter story. Rabies causes aggression, biting, confusion. Victims fear water, they become violent. Add hypertrichosis, a rare condition causing excessive hair growth, a sick person, a frightened village, fear spreads faster than disease. And once a story exists, every strange behavior fits it. The monster wasn't supernatural, it was medical. Giants. Giants appear everywhere. Religions, legends, oral histories. Ancient people found massive bones, too big for humans. They were mammoths, mastodons. But people didn't know that. They saw size and imagined shape. But here's where it gets unsettling. Some skeletons were human, abnormally tall, rare conditions, real people. Stories exaggerated height. Fear did the rest. The Wendigo. The Wendigo was hunger, not claws. Native legends warned against cannibalism, especially during winter. Starvation causes hallucinations, paranoia, violence. Some people turned on others, then believed they had changed. Historical records exist. Missionary journals, medical notes. Doctors later named it Wendigo psychosis. But here's the disturbing truth. The monster wasn't hunting people. People became it. Myths were not lies. They were explanations. Stories told before science had answers. Some were wrong, some were close, and some were more accurate than we ever expected. So the next time you hear a myth, ask yourself, what did someone really see? Because monsters don't always come from imagination. Sometimes they come from history.